صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Sahih al-Bukhari, the book of Al-Aqiqa. Footnote 1. Al-Aqiqa is the sacrificing of 1 or 2 sheep on the occasion of the birth of a child, as a token of gratitude to Allah. 2 sheep for a male child and 1 sheep for the female child. Chapter on the naming of a newly born child the day it is born, and Al-Aqiqa for it has not yet been offered, and its Tahnik. Footnote 2. Tahnik is the process of chewing some sweet food, for example dates or honey, and inserting it into the baby's mouth and rubbing its chin to train it to eat, and pronouncing adhan in the ear of a baby, and giving name to the child. Narrated Abu Musa, may Allah be pleased with him, a son was born to me and I took him to the Prophet, peace be upon him, who named him Ibrahim, did tahnik for him with a date, invoked Allah to bless him and returned him to me. The narrator added, that was Abu Musa's eldest son. Narrated Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, a boy was brought to the Prophet, peace be upon him, to do tahnik for him, but the boy urinated on him, whereupon the Prophet, peace be upon him, had water poured on the place of urine. Narrated Asma bint Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with her, I conceived Abdullah bin Az-Zubair at Mecca and went out of Mecca while I was about to give birth. I came to Al-Madinah and encamped at Quba and gave birth at Quba. Then I brought the child to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and placed it on his lap. He asked for a date, chewed it, and put his saliva in the mouth of the child. So the first thing to enter its stomach was the saliva of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. Then he did its tahnik with a date and invoked Allah to bless him. It was the first child born in the Islamic era. Therefore, they, Muslims, were very happy with its birth, for it had been said to them that the Jews had bewitched them, and so they would not bring any offspring. Narrated Anas bin Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, Abu Talha had a child who was sick. The child died when Abu Talha had gone out. When Abu Talha returned home, he asked, how does my son fare? Sulaim, his wife, replied, he is quieter than he has ever been. Then she brought supper for him, and he took his supper and slept with her. When he had finished, she said to him, bury the child, as he's dead. Next morning, Abu Talha came to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and told him about that. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said to him, did you sleep with your wife last night? Abu Talha said, yes. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, O Allah, bestow your blessings on them as regards that night of theirs. Then later on, Sulaim gave birth to a boy. Abu Talha told me to take care of the child till he was taken to the Prophet, peace be upon him. Abu Talha took the child to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Sulaim sent some dates along with the child. The Prophet, peace be upon him, took the child on his lap and asked if there was something with him. They replied, yes, a few dates. The Prophet, peace be upon him, took a date, chewed it, took some of it out of his mouth and put it into the child's mouth and did tahnik for him with that and named him Abdullah.